The green Precursor stone was pretty important, but was it the only Precursor stone? I'm Ninja ONC, and this is the series with theories.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find.
So the green Precursor stone played an incredibly important role in the plot of Jak 2, due to its incredible power that was revealed at the end. After defeating Core, that is, it's actually revealed that the stone is an egg containing a precursor. Now, we've barely even started the video, we're only, a minute in, and we've already hit an issue here. In Jak 3, we find out that the precursors actually resemble, or happen to be, Ottsels, and I don't know if any of you noticed, but Ottsels and weird blubby glue dudes are distinctly different. So, what came out of the egg, if it wasn't a precursor? Or was it really an egg? I think that's what we need to be asking. I believe that the green stone was actually a beacon, potentially one of many that the precursors sent out into the world with hopes of finding the chosen one, whether that's Ma or not, I don't really care, and guiding him towards his destiny. The reason we say one of many is because it isn't the only green stone we see. Jak's uncle, the explorer, actually has a green gem in his staff, and if the explorer raised Jak from a young age, when he came to Sandover Village from Haven City, the green gem would have been there while Jak was raised to a point where he could fight like he could in the Precursor legacy. In fact, when the Precursors made Eco, they may have continued the idea of green guiding Jak, since green Eco is actually what heals Jak and keeps him alive. And as we all know, a dead chosen one is much worse than a living one. The idea of the Precursors creating green stones to help Jak might seem a little bit far-fetched, until we consider the other colours of Eco. Throughout the games we actually also see blue and red stones having some key importance in the storyline. The red stone is the heart of Ma, from the statue in the sewers of Haven City. We don't see this ever actually do anything spectacular. Okay, I just want to jump in here. This is future me, not the me you were just hearing. I'm just going through this video and I've realised that I said quite a few times about how the red stone we don't see it actually do anything. The red stone was actually a crucial part in the Rift Rider, so it's obviously pretty powerful, but that's all I wanted to say. If at any point I say it doesn't do anything, just remember this bit that I said here, that's wrong, but I don't know when in the video it is, and I can't be asked to redo it all, so yeah, bye. But we know of its incredible value to Crew, and Crew knew about the immense power of the green stone. He didn't necessarily know what it did, but he knew how powerful it was. So it's very likely that if he holds the red stone in such importance, that he would know how powerful the red stone truly is. In fact, Crew wanting it isn't the only evidence for it being a precursor stone. When we think about where it came from, it's the statue of Ma, it's even called the Heart of Ma, and we already know that Ma was closely linked to the precursors. So I believe that it's very likely that a red precursor stone would have been made to go along with the green one and maybe do slightly different things. The blue. So there are actually two possible blue stones, one significantly more likely than the other. The first, potentially less relevant one, we may as well start with that one, get it out of the way, is the stone in the Precursor Legacy found by Willard and Gordy. We don't know what it does, why it's there, anything like that, but we do know of its incredible value. Maybe to a power crazy man like Crew, so it could be of comparable power to the red and the green stones. So maybe someone like him would know of its secret power. The other, much more important blue stone is the blue crystal used to open and discover the Tomb of Ma in Jak 2. This must be as powerful or equally as potent as the other precursor stones, as only it could be used in the machine, not just any shiny rock, crystal, whatever you want. We've now got a bit of a recurring theme. The green stone was referred to by the Oracle as Mar's legacy when it was offered to Jack. The red stone was called the Heart of Mar, so it's only fitting that the blue stone should also lead back, literally, to Mar. The machine is also surrounded by, and probably is itself, Precursor technology, further proving that Mar's stones were created by the Precursors for his use. The idea that the blue stone was made by the Precursors to aid Mar, and potentially also even the Chosen One, Jack, is backed up by our theory of red and blue stones. Green Eco helped to keep Jack alive on his journey and produce that beacon that led young Jack through the portal and adult Jack to his destiny. The red stone, similarly to the green stone, allowed the Rift Rider to work so that young Jack could go back in time to train and prepare for the future he had no idea he would face, as well as sending the older Jack into the future to save Haven City and the rest of the world. Lastly, the blue stone reveals the true location of Mar's tomb, and maybe it was believed that the contraption could only be used by someone pure enough. I suppose Jack wasn't really pure, he was tainted by Dark Eco, but you get what I mean. Or just morally good enough to discover it, that person being the one chosen by the Precursors to save the world. All things considered, I think that's pretty strong evidence that the green stone, the so-called Precursor egg, was actually incredibly powerful, and not only that, it wasn't the only Precursor stone.
You know there's such thing as yellow eco, right? What about that? You didn't talk about it at all.
You know, now that you mention it, I think there might be room for a part 2. So to everyone who watched this far through, thanks for staying all the way to the end, and make sure you hit that subscribe button to get notified as soon as part 2 comes out. It should be pretty soon, and I'll see you in the next part.